Watch this video and we will be talking shortly. What you're about to see will cause you a lot of emotion. I mean, it is the same thing that we are talking about. It can happen to anybody. We'll be watching this video and also we'll be listening to one of the sponsors of this disaster and wickedness.
Good morning, sir.
In Nigeria.
Good morning, sir. This is where my brother and his wife were kidnapped last night. The both of them, around the hours of 7 to 8. He was coming back from town yesterday in his house when they kidnapped him and his wife. According to somebody that was at home, he said he saw Fulani men taking them inside the bush. So this is the bush that he saw them. So, sir, this is the environment. This is the bush where he was taken into. They took him and his wife last night. So this is the place. This is the place where we saw footprints. This is the place where we saw their footprints. Our younger brother that was at home yesterday, he saw them. So he was the one that called us. Before we got to the environment, they were already gone.
When you ask a battery of questions, how do you expect me to convince you? Let me step one by one. IPOB is attacking the police, is attacking the army, is attacking INEC, government institutions, killing our men in service. And the herdsmen are kidnapping children, not to kill them, to get money. So how can you compare somebody who's killing our gallant men in the armed forces directly, attacking them, to somebody who's kidnapping children to make money, not to kill them? Look, we need some fairness in what we are doing.
So the video you watched is that of a couples that were abducted by the same bandits that we've all been talking about, and the same bandit that their sponsor, Sheikh Gumi, said that the government should involve them in our scope of things. What do I mean? That the government should include them whenever there are discussions about allocation of money and finances. Simply put, let them be included in the budget. This is what Sheikh Gumi said. Another person who is a Sultan of Sokoto, maybe he is afraid that they might come to bundle him out of his palace and then drag him into Sambisa forest. He also said that attack against terrorists and bandits is an attack against him and Islam. Simply put, Islam, banditry, terrorism is one and the same. This brings me to Quran 9:26. You can take your time to check out that verse of the Quran. Quran 9 verse 29 rather. Quran 9 verse 29, where it instructs believers to fight those among the people of the book who do not believe in Allah or the last day, who do not prohibit what God, that is Allah, and his messenger have been made unlawful, and do not follow the religion of truth until they pay the tax willingly while being humbled. This verse is understood to have been revealed in a specific historical and military context, and its application is a subject of debate, differing interpretations among Islamic scholars. But what we know is this: those who were given the scriptures, referring to Jews and Christians, who are in a state of opposition to the Islamic State, should be humbled by enforcing them to pay tax. But you know that these bandits have their way and ways. How do they get tax from non-believers? By instructing them to call families and friends, and at times they have been instructed to call on the Association of the Christians, that is the Christian Association of Nigeria, or PFM, Pentecostal Fellowship, call on them to pay the tax, which is called ransom. And they do all of this in the name of Allah. Residents of Avele community near Auchi in Edo State were thrown into panic after armed bandits stormed a newly-wed couple's home and abducted them, sparking outrage throughout the community. Edo State is known for its love for cultism. You know, we have fraternity and we have cultism. What they are practicing is cultism. I know the federal government made it a cult rather than a fraternity. The military government, same way they did to IPOB, they did that to fraternities. That's because those fraternities were beginning to look and appear and give form of cultism. Terrible, dangerous cult that have no value to add to anybody's life. So people are asking, how come these cults, various types you will find in Edo State, they love it so much? I'm not saying the rest of Nigeria do not have their cults. Yes, they do have their cult, but I'm talking about the love of it. How come they have not taken up their hands and all that they claim is rugged in their life to fight against this terrorism? Why is it that they've not put themselves on the roads to protect lives and property of travelers? Imagine the number of cults they have in Edo State. Imagine them, littering the forest, and, the ones that fly, the ones that swim the river, and the ones that walk in the bush and in the forest. How come the only time they fight is when they are unaliving themselves? That's when they show their ruggedity. We are not seeing their impact at all. So this video that you watched is shared by activist Arisen. Arisen shared it. The kidnappers were seen sending a chilling message to the family, demanding ransom for the safe release of the victims. You heard what they requested. They said they want 50 million naira. Sheikh Gumi is part of the bandit terrorist sponsor and manager. From the look of things, it seems they pay him, they give him a certain quota. After all, he is one of the patron and also a spokesperson, like a middleman between them and the government, to make sure that the government does not get too angry. And of course, for him to eavesdrop, gather information, he has a son in the military. This is the way they have been operating. They requested for 50 million naira, and they said, sorry, we do not have 50 million. All that we have in our account is 7 million naira. That is all that we have. We can give you the 7 million naira, allow us go. We've seen countless videos of these criminals, these hoodlums, these vampires. We've seen videos of them publicly. We've seen them publicly. We've seen them with their money or monies that they've stolen from people. We've seen it countless times. We've seen them do what they do. It's as terrible as that. We've seen them do what they do. I don't know what your thoughts are, ladies and gentlemen. It's a serious matter. So, according to the victim's brother, the couple was kidnapped around 8 p.m. after returning home from town. A witness reported seeing the abductors, allegedly Fulani herdsmen, taking the couple into the bush. I don't know what is going to become of Nigerians in the coming days, because their spokesperson said that these terrorists are bandits, they are negotiators, they are sympathizers. well, according to IBB, he said none of them should be spared, that they should all be dealt with. The activity is appealing to both the Edo state government and the federal government to intervene urgently, restore peace, and protect residents in vulnerable areas. Now, this kidnapping thing, you'll be shocked. It has now become a business that even indigenes are into. Yes, indigenes are into. What do I mean? I mean citizens. Citizens. They are into it. It's a serious matter. They are into it. Like, seriously into it. They are part of those committing crime. And they pretend they want to put everything on Fulani herdsmen. Do not think that all of the atrocities being committed, do not think that these atrocities are 100% coming from Fulanis. Some indigenous people are part of this wickedness. They are part of this wickedness. I don't know what your thoughts are, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about this? Well, drop your comments.